Local with a little touch of regional, right? Yeah, exactly. That's our focus. That's what makes us who we are. Welcome, episode number 44, okay? Famous 44s, right? Well, we had the Speedy Hayes, right? Long Meadow, right? That was famous 44. Today, Sean Shoemaker runs 44, I think. Yeah, he was victorious there the other night, and he's had a pretty good year. Man, this has been great. This is what, the fourth in our mini-series. Like, we can't get on Lifetime movied up though. We can't be like, this is a micro-series of a mini. No, we can't do that, Cam. You know what I mean? No. But no, we went 4 weeks now. We're kicking it up in the valley, up in Spring Run. How about my Spring Run people, you know? And we're going to kick it again this weekend at Spring Run. We're amping it up a whole other level. I'm telling you, people, you need to watch a lot. There's a lot of feed, the pre-race zone, right? We're going to amp it up to like mega level. Kale knows what I'm getting at. It's mega level. Oh, yeah. So, anyways, do you know, I was thinking, nah, never forget that. That's a bad thought. Anyways, did you see, though, the other night, Kale, that, Fred, did you see the cell phone? And I'm standing. I know I don't normally stand, but I'm going to sit now in this comfy chair. Speaking of comfy chairs, I got to give Fred credit on this. This is the comfiness of comfy. Brought to you by Fast Freddy Keister. You know what I mean? Look at this thing. It's great. You can put a buffet on this. You can put a Chinese buffet on this. You know what I mean? Spin it, eat it. You know what I'm saying? We love the Chinese people. Don't read into that anymore, people, on what it is. Okay. How about some sponsors, right? TA Ward Construction, hammer nails all over Franklin County, Fulton County. Hell, I don't know where he's on the moon putting nails in for all I know. But the guy, he's doing a lot for the Speedway. He was just recently on the Mike Dirtle, something like, yeah. It's Mike Kirshner, Michael and Mike, right, yeah. I can't keep up with all the names, okay? But it was a good show. Steve Wilbur was on there, and they're our friends, Mike Kirshner and them guys. They had, we've been on there and stuff, But T.A. Ward was laying it down, you know what I mean? Hell, I might be on a T.A. Ward rocket, a little chair here from T.A. Ward, you know what I'm saying? But now he does a lot, he really does. He also has some good events, and we'll talk about them coming up here. It was a big payout weekend for the 270s, okay? How about this guy right here, Alan Grace, okay? He's what I call him, Kale, master official. Flagman, right? He's good. Him and Steve Murphy up there. Them guys are good, man. They really get into it. That's what makes it great, people. You're not hearing a goddamn thing I'm saying, okay? What makes it great up there is people are into it because they love it. You know what I mean? It's a hobby. They love it, okay? They like to have fun. The officials, the owner, even the jackass announcer. You know what I'm saying? We all know who that is, right? I think that, yeah, that's me. Yeah. But anyways, Alan, back to Alan, Hot Shoe Racewear, okay? Hot Shoe Racewear. This guy's stuff's phenomenal. He's a lot of unis out there. He's really good at what he does too. Summit Signs, bringing us all the good stuff, right? They always logoing us up, okay? Now I got to take a break now. Fred, this is where I take a drink, and you tell me who's signing in.
Well, so far we have Todd Ward, Travis Gardner,
Hey, Chucka,
Kenny Hill, and Brandon Smith.
Brandon Smith, them guys down there, they've been racing hard. Hunter, he had some big strides there.
Pretty good. Yeah, he's done well this year.
Yeah, this past last weekend over HQMA, he was victorious. And I see they have a 270, or I think, down there now, that they're going to maybe let him practice or play around in. Moving him up through the ranks, you know what I'm saying? Another young driver out of Rouserville, straight out of Rouserville, okay, trying to make his way, okay? Now, Birthdays, Mark Stahl, our very own Mark Stahl, right?
Yeah.
Mark the Shark. It was his birthday, what, a couple days ago?
A couple days ago, yeah.
Okay, Mark, he turned I don't even know how old he is, like 90 or something, hell I don't know. But, Get Wells, Ross Robinson, I consider Ross, he runs on the series, but he's a regional guy too, you know? He pops up, but he got hit with that mudclod, you know, and split him open, and can you imagine that? Getting smashed, I think he's pretty good size, you know what I mean? But I hear he's on the mend. Oh, here we go. Rip. Weird Al Yankovic died a couple days ago. Good old Weird Al. He sang your song, Amish Paradise. You know what I'm saying? Living in
Mark Stahl
Amish.
said he turned 55.
Mark Stahl's people's 55. I was off a few years. Like 45 or something. Yeah. Math wasn't my strong point in school, clearly. But anyways, yeah, well, Weird Al. One of our friends and acquaintances, good friends, and they're racers. And I know somebody in the audience here may know who that is. These people are Sheila and Calvin Forsythe. Okay, I see him shaking his head. Yes, but it was Sheila's mom passed away the other day, and we were deeply saddened to hear about that. So, having said that, let's run some results. We got a banging show coming up, don't we, guys? Mm-hmm. That's it. We practiced that all week. Then they go, like that. Yeah, they're getting awesome at it, man. It's like you're gonna do it, like that. Yeah, but we got Kale over here. He's always on audio, visual, technical direction, and we got Fast Freddy over here. There's been a rumor that Fast Freddy had a little playtime there with a chicken outfit. I love it. Freddie, I'm telling you, Freddie's going to the top of this shit.
The cow.
Yeah, oh yeah, in Big Willie's cow house, yes. He fries chicken there. And we do, I'll just say it here right now. We are going to do, or we're Festivus. We're Festivus people, aren't we? We are. We're going to do our first Halloween commercial. And we're going to film it Friday. And we're going to air it on Halloween evening. And that's all I can say. I know that's crazy. I want to say more, but I can tell you, you'll be in stitches. There's a little bit of chickenness to go around if you film my drift. Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be all, I'm telling you, it's going to be good. It's our first commercial. It's just our first skit, okay? You know, like Halloween, we had, the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, right? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to say, okay? You fill in the blanks, but I can tell you you're going to laugh. You'll hit it 50 times. I'm telling you. But anyway, and why are we doing it? I don't know. Like, something now.
Yeah, Halloween, something to do.
Yeah, it's Halloween, man. People like to look at our see our stuff, you know? It's all good.
It's supposed to be a fun time.
It is. Correcto mundo, Fred. It is supposed to be fun. Now, let me make sure here. I got to catch my weed. Was that a Freudian slip? I think it was. I do. Like that. That was not what you thought. Okay, we will censor that out. Results. Path Valley. Here we go. Limited late models had 18 cars. Devin Fry, he whooped on them. Okay, he did. He was fast. He was out of a cannon per se. They call him Chunky, right? I learned that, Chunky, but he's not real big. You know what I mean? Who knows? He could have been big at one time, but. Chunky, I was like, okay. I tell you what I thought of, Chunky Soup. I was like, I'm getting hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, Chunky Soup, I'm getting hungry. But now, the guy was fast. Jackson Garman got the championship. Mm-hmm. Young Jackson, right? 17, okay? The young gun, right?
Good job.
Yep, that's awesome. Jackson, that was good for him. And then we seen that Elbows Up, their productions, we paid $100 for 14th to 18th, extra 100. So for each of them guys. The other week, you know, we front end loaded it with Dr. Krause and all. We come together and did $2,200. You know what I mean? But now we put her back there a little bit. You know what I mean? Because trust me, I know what it's like to run back there. I know another $100. What is it, Kale? It equates to a few more what?
McFlurries.
Yes, or chip witches. That's right.
Yeah.
I love chip witches. Yeah, sheets run. Okay. Now. Put any of the rumors out there, put them to a halt. My free agency has ended. I now will be under the direction of Path Valley Speedway Park as the 2024 official announcer. Okay? and we will run the pre-race zone. I'm going to race a little bit. We talked about, we worked that in the plan. You know what I'm saying? But yes, that's where my team, okay, my team, we're going to roll, okay? And we like it there. It's big energy, isn't it? It's crazy. Do you think people think we're crazy now?
Maybe.
I think they do. But I think they're learning to like it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we're getting, the people give us thumbs up in the stands all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, they yell and carry on like that.
More of Outlaws gonna be there.
Oh, yeah, I'll go nuts. I mean, I'll be like, I'll be wired for like 4 days, man. I won't even be able to move my leg. I'll be just like, I can't move, Fred. You're going to have to help me pee. Yeah, that'd be awesome, I can tell you. That guy, not Ruben, I think his name, Ruben. Yeah, he won't get a award in Edgewise. Because I'll just be hogging her up. I'll be like, no, okay, I'll be giving you the mic. No, we're shutting you off. No, that's awful. Okay, we had Thunder Cars. We had Jeremy Otzi win. Jackson Otzi was the champion. We had the 270s. Jason House. That's a TA Award sponsored machine, right? He won and won the championship as well. Legends. Hollywood Devin Freeze, right? Gets out of the car, bling blings, glasses. Hey. You know what I'm saying? That's Devin Freeze now, baby. Hollywood. That's what he does. I like it. He laid it down in them Legends cars. He did. And guess what? They're going to be on show. I've steered in that direction next week. We're going to run an extra one of the Anatomy of a Dirt Race Team. This will be episode 5 coming up, right? Might as well. You know what I'm saying? Get it. We're feeling it. Get it. Get it. Fred, what do you got?
All right, we have your mom and dad signed.
Hey, what's their parents?
And we have Russell Smith.
Rusty Smith. He's right behind us, like 800 feet that way.
Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
Gunner Walls.
Gunner, okay.
Ed Nygaard.
Ed
Dad says
Nygaard.
we need to get a mic while you're driving in your race car.
Oh, yeah, that would be good. Oh, yeah, like the Dr. Jerry Punch back in the day. Oh,
Steve
yeah.
Yeager, he's
The Jaeger bomb.
Fred.
Okay.
And Todd Ward says he's looking forward to another good show.
Hey, T.A. Ward, baby. We're in it. We're down in it. He was on it, Michael and Mike. You know what I'm saying? Good
He's a
interview.
sponsor.
Yeah, and yeah, right. T.A. Ward loves to be a part of the cars, doesn't he? He's in it. Okay? He's a proud sponsor right here. Elbows Up Their Productions. Okay. So, Alan Grace, Hot Shoes, right? Okay, now, here we go. Bedford, Harry, then Altabelli. Altabelli got the mods, Harry won the race. So, then we have Port canceled, like midweek. You know what I'm saying? That was, what? We hung her out there, didn't we? Oh yeah, she was like park a big plane hunt weather. You know what I'm saying? Like you needed your rain gear on what? She was cool. Remember that? It got chilly. It did. Baps. Wingless Sportsman was Tony the Sweeper Jackson, right? He'll be in action this Saturday at Path Valley. Sammy Rouse, he extreme stocked them. 410's Troy Waldman. Blake Brooks was the rookie of the year in the Wingless Sportsman. That's correct. Good kid. Good
Yes,
kid.
he is.
Bedford Sunday, Sean Shoemaker. There's the 44. Sean Shoemaker, he won. HQMA, Hunter Smith. Warrenfeltz Racing, Abby Spielman, little Abby Spielman, she won. Oh, yeah, she parked it, baby. It's right there, elbows up right on the little corner panel. I'm like, yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, she won. So yeah, that's cool. Upcoming, Path Valley's final show this weekend, people. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be very warm, because it is warm out. And they're doing Halloween for the kids. They say there's a ton of kids that do this. And it's going to be nice out, some more kids come. But we're going to have the pre-race zone, right, set up. And we got a great entrance. Oh, man, if you miss watching this, you just miss life. You know what I'm saying? How about it, Kale? It's going to be good. A lot of thought went into this. A lot of thought. But it's Halloween related, too. Just remember that. You can catch it live right then while it's happening. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, we're going to be there doing that. The Bull Ring Nationals, TA Ward throws $1,000 at the 270s. Okay, that's a big race for them. There'll be a lot of them. There'll be a lot of them. Whew, okay. Next week, yeah, we talked about that. We did. Carlisle Race Market, November 4th, right? So I see they released and said you can still. Why do they do that every year? They wait to the last minute to say you can come at 9 p.m. Friday night. And it's like people would just, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a mind game. It's like the movie Saw. Like you're gonna like somebody lose an arm, you know? But no, that's one. It's always a fun time just to see everybody do. Truthfully, it is. I gotta be honest. You know, I don't think anybody goes up there and gets rich. You know, I mean, some people may bring some coin back, but at the end of the day, most of us sell some stuff, eat the way back home, and you see a lot of people. You know, that's what it's about right there. Corporate America wants to kill everything. It does, and that's what it's trying to do. I really believe that, and it's trickling down into the racing. I totally do. I think we need the backbone, the blue collar. I think you can have them other things going on, but you just need to balance them well, okay? And they're not balanced. I really don't think they are whatsoever. But that's a whole other episode, episode 418. Like, we'll have a long, drawn-out talk on that, right? We'll get all political. Speaking of, well, it's not political, but they did find the guy that shot the judge, right? He was dead.
That was in our town.
That's right. We have people in the audience literally in our town, right? And wow, God, that's an ugly, so bad situation. No winners there, nowhere. You know, we had an unfortunate episode in Maine, Lewistown, Maine, where there was 3 shot dead. You didn't see that, Fred?
I saw it.
Yeah, and then many more wounded, like tons wounded, like machine gun style. I think he's still at large. You know, and it's just crazy, dude, man. America, the country don't need this. You know, it don't. But anyways, Eldora, did you hear about that news? Get this. Next year, to boost the ratings, okay, because all this blah about the championship and how they did it, and, you know, and they were, they're going to release 20 deer every 30 laps in the feature onto the track. It's going to actually really totally separate the men from the pussies. You know what I'm saying? Boys. But 20 deer will be released onto the track every 30 laps, like that. And they could be going this way or this way. There could be bucks, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But it's going to totally boost the ratings, I think. Yeah, totally. I thought it was funny. But anyways, okay, so, and then there was a cell phone found. This is classic. You guys forgot about this, didn't you? I know you did.
At Pass?
Yeah, they ran a lap. It was in the late models, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, and they ran like a lap, had a restart. Well, there's a shiny piece down there laying in turn for 1. I thought, man, that's like a mirror looking, but you know, people have wraps and stuff that are fancy, you know, but hell, they went down there, and here was a cell phone. Yeah, it was an iPhone. I guess somebody left it lay on the deck. And then on that start, when they went around, she flown off like that. And because we said, I bet she was on MapQuest, like turn left. You know what I'm saying? Like you're on the redirecting on the racetrack. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, you know it was. But it truly was. It truly was on the car. But anyway, so what a coincidence. Path Valley Banquet, November 11th. November 11th. That's coming up. You got to come if you're a driver to get your money. Okay, get your award. Okay, so they do a nice job there. It's quaint. It's very nice. Fourth, you can get tickets this weekend, and that's it. You know what I mean? They're $40. They usually fills them up. Us truly will be doing the pre-banquet zone, and gates open like that. Like we're a bunch of animals coming in. But no, the door is open at Pleasant Hall Fire Department at 4:30, and we will be there, and we will be doing live the pre-banquet zone. And then we'll see the awards. We're very honored to do that. That's part of our responsibility. We're not free agents anymore, Kale. We sign, okay? No, but we sign with the best people we can sign with. It fits like a glove, doesn't it?
Oh,
it does. It fits like a glove. Yeah. Think about everything I freaking do sometimes is hard. But this seems to not be hard. You know what I mean? It's great. So anyways, Fred, what do you got?
Alrighty, we have Rodney Walls.
Oh, there's Rodney Walls.
Sue Walls.
Sue Walls. Hey, happy anniversary to Sue. Her and Dick, 40 years. 40 years.
Today's their anniversary, yes. We have Robert McQuaid.
Robert? I like Robert.
And
Who'd you say?
Ray Ciccarelli and Gary Ferguson.
Ray Ciccarelli, baby.
Wow.
What do you think? I like Ray Ciccarelli. I do, because it's Ray Ciccarelli. You know what I'm saying? Ray Ciccarelli, I love. He's the godfather of that area. I love it. And then we have Gary Ferguson. We haven't had Gary on in a while.
Yeah, Gary hasn't checked in.
Right, I hope he's doing well. Gary is a photographer, like with WRT and all that, in his own business, Elite Photography, okay? And he does really nice work. His wife does nice work. I tell you, his wife knows her birds. I'm telling you, she really does. You know what I'm saying? She takes a lot of pictures of birds. Yeah, foxes too. It's very interesting. I don't know. I'm a nerd, right? Anyways, don't answer that. So, okay, moving on. What's happening May 19th at PFLA?
World of Alcohol.
Oh, you know it, Cal. World of Outlaws, isn't it? Huh? How about that? Sunday, May 19th, 2024, World of Outlaws are coming to Spring Run, and the shit's going to get real. Okay? You know. Bottom line. It's like there ain't, put the big boy pants on and go. Because you know that we have local drivers that are going to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I can't wait. It'll be awesome. Right on. Okay, that's awesome. I love it. I love it. Now, we do have a new website coming out, okay? And the merch will be there. You can also call us, text us. The merch will be there. Hats, shirts, beanies. That's what's in the cards, okay? The people ask for it, we're bringing it to them through Summit Signs. They want it, we're bringing it, okay? You can't stop us now, kid. You can't. We're moving. We got momentum. That's what life's about, momentum, Kale. Kale and I have these like Miyagi to Ralph Macchio little talks a lot. They're very, very important to me, Kale. Thank you. So, anyways, I guess it's time. I guess it's time to get to business. You see what I'm saying? I've ran my mouth now for 20 minutes. There's a lot to say. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on. But not as big as what's coming up here now. So, I tell you what, the 4 generations, need I say more? Okay? 4 generations. That's amazing. They're family. They're family driven. Okay? You can clearly tell that, and I like that. They're pure. Okay? And you know, they tell you how it is too. And they've been successful. And they continue to mature and grow a young man. Okay? Well, let's just get down to the nitty-gritty. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Warrenfeltz Racing. We got Michael Warrenfeltz, Austin Warrenfeltz. We got freaking Mike Warrenfeltz in the house. And then we got Big David, baby, bringing it in. There you go, boys. It's awesome. Young man. Okay. Give him the bell tolls, baby. That's right. Give him a little love. Let's give it to him. Oh, yeah. I tell you what, if you can't get excited for this, you're huffing glue. How about it? That's my favorite line in the Kale at the races, isn't it? When them good heat races line up, that's what I tell them. Because I'm excited. That's right. Oh, I am, man. Right. I am freaking stoked. And you know what I always do? I'm like, did I do that? Like, you know exactly. I'm like, yes, you did it. And I'm like, wow. It happens. Yeah, I know it. Wow, guys, this is episode 44. You guys, you're in the house. I mean, we got Austin, right? He's the next generation laying it down. The guy's told a lot about him this year. I've seen a lot of big pushes, progression. You know what I mean? He's doing great. We got David here at the ripe age of what, David? 16, okay? This guy.
That's the tire guy, man.
That's the tire guy right there. You hear that? And then he's going to race next year in the pure stocks, right? In Hagerstown.
Correct.
I got to stop. Who you got signed in? I got to get a win before I go this one.
We just had Jordan Ellis joined in.
Jordan Ellis.
Brian Jones.
Brian Jones.
Shout out to Brian Jones.
Hell yeah.
Love that guy.
Now, before we go any farther, and by the way, this is Michael Warrenfeltz, and this is Mike Warrenfeltz, and this is his dad, and this is his dad, okay? And I have no idea where the hell you came from. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's a family affair. You know what I mean? Good. Now, before we go any farther, I raced street stocks back in the 90s.
Wow.
You know, I wasn't that good. I was a little brat, you know what I mean? And I was 16, you know, and this guy, you know, it raced and he won. Oh my God, we'll talk about it. He won tons of stuff. He won more stuff than you can imagine. And he was good, you know what I mean? But I've held this for all them years. That's for like 30 years ago. And it's a bill from the junkyard for the bumpers that I needed to purchase. So when I want you to make right on this, okay? So that's yours, Mr. Warrenfeltz. I will accept payment, Venmo, check, and there's at least 20 bumpers on there. I think you're welcome with.
It wasn't going fast enough.
Well, I know. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I wasn't going fast enough, people. And I probably wouldn't. Well, I know I wouldn't. Because this guy freaking, he ran a street stock. I told Kale this the other night. He ran a street stock back when Buddy, she was like 30 cars deep in the infield.
Yeah,
you were
right.
running the beam hands. You know what I mean? And he ran that thing like a freaking light bulb. He did. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, and he was good. But, wow. So, you know what, guys? Now that I got that business out of the way. I had to get that taken care of.
We had to get that check taken care of.
Yeah, I felt it was only better to do it on the air. You know what I'm saying? That's where we air out our. Yeah. That's a long time to wait, Mike. I got to be honest. You know what I'm saying? No, I had a lot of fun with this guy. He put on a hell of a show. I watched this guy right here race too. You know, and we're going to talk about that. And I watched this guy and race with us and raced with him.
Yeah.
So actually, I've raced with like you and your granddad. You know what I mean? Not at the same time, but but in separate lives. You know what I'm saying? But okay, well, you're graduated now, right?
Oh,
You're done with school. But so you're a working man now.
oh
Yeah, and you're making your own way, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, okay. And
Trying.
You're trying, okay? And you work excavation and things.
Yeah, just slowly.
Good for you, okay? And obviously you like racing. Do you hunt?
Oh yeah.
The guy hunts.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Have you bow hunted this year already?
Yeah, I already got one down this year.
Do you hear that, people? He has one down, okay? That's awesome. Keep doing it, buddy. That's great. And okay, so that's a little background here. And you guys are from good old-fashioned Williamsport.
Williamsport, Hagerstown.
Yeah, right in that area. Williamsport. Yeah. They're Washington County people. You know?
Fair play.
Fair play. There's a lot of nooks and crannies up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of nooks. Okay. So, some of them nooks and crannies I've been ran out of, though. I got to be honest. Like, some of them places look like the Lola said we took a wrong turn.
You might
You know, I think we took a wrong turn.
it might have been a wrong turn.
Oh yeah, I remember we were up there one time in Maryland. I'm thinking, as a hunter, I'm always like spotlighting in the.
You can't do that.
Well, I mean,
You can't do that.
hold on. I know. But here's the thing: we're out like riding through there. You know what I'm saying? And we were close to that Mason Dixon. I'm like, man, this is great. They just cut this cord. Man, I'm like, oh, I'm in Maryland. Jesus, what am I doing?
Yeah, you can't do that in Maryland.
No, that's a good way to get in the ground.
Yeah, you'll be facing the ground.
Oh yeah, I guarantee it. So wow. Okay, do you hunt?
Yeah.
Oh, he says, does a cat have legs? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does a bear shit in the woods?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. So you have the Rowdy Rooster Whiskey Bent Cat Company. We got a chicken. You ain't gonna touch that shit. Okay? Right there he is, Fast Freddy. Oh yeah.
He had the chicken on.
He did. It looked awesome.
And it was good.
Did you see him shake his tail?
Yeah,
That is hilarious.
I thought he was twerking for a minute.
Yeah, I know. All I kept thinking about was Howard the Duck, because the way he showed brings the chicken, you know what I mean?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I tell you, you're going to love the commercial. You got to make sure you tune in and share it on the next Halloween, okay? Now, it'll pop up on my thing, but it's going to be good. I'm telling you, you're going to die.
I'll make sure I tune in.
Okay, good. So, wow, did you ever think you'd be on a major, freaking network of TV? What do you think of that? It's like NBC. You know what I'm saying? No, this is good old-fashioned Rouseville, right? We're what? We're not sold out. No, not whatsoever. There's going to be a million people.
Oh, now we got phone calls coming in. Oh, shit.
Well, we better handle our call.
Yeah, we better handle it.
Okay.
Elbows up their production. Oh, not bad. Mr. Ross, I'll get you over to Mr. Kale in production here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, is this who I think it is? Is this Ross the Boss Robinson?
Depends on who's asking.
Well, I tell you what, elbows up their production asking, buddy. I tell you, Eckert said you might be a little bashful when you come on here and do this call in. He called in last week and he just let it all out. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to be who you are, there, boss.
Who called in last week?
Oh, that was Eckert.
Well, he is full of it.
You know, Eckert's got a lot going on, doesn't he? Let's just put it like that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So talk to me a little bit. You had some unfortunate luck there. Are you okay? Are you healing?
Yeah, today was better. My mouth and lips and everything's jaw is still pretty sore, but the headaches got better and all that. I went to the doctor yesterday and they cleared me to be able to race this weekend. So
Okay.
best plan is to still race here at home this weekend.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, and for everybody tuning in, this is Ross Robinson, Ross the Boss Robinson,
Yes.
right? Yeah. And like, I'm dying to ask you a question. Like hard scrabble. What does the hard scrabble express? I'm the Rouserville Express. Like, tell me, what does that mean, Ross?
So there's an older couple that lived in a little. It's not even like an actual town name, like by an address.
Okay.
It's like a little area.
Yep, a village.
It's just called Hardscrabble,
Yep.
and it's an older couple that just always loved racing and just have always supported me. And they didn't have like an actual business name or company name, but that's just what they always had on all of their cars when they owned cars or helped people. And so it's always been on my cars. And he passed away a few years ago, but we've always kept it on there. And his wife is still a big part of my career.
You know, that's amazing, Ross. And to me, I hear you, I echo something in your head probably is I don't work for these people. They're my family. They're my friends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I can sense that. Your operation, from what I've followed, and I do follow you, and I follow you through Devin as well. You know, the big bishop, right? And,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I know that. Hey, that mustache thing he has going, I think's hideous.
He's like a
I'm
Ron
going to give
Jeremy.
him my 2 cents on it.
But he claims that's like the Top Gun. I was in Top Gun first movie. That's what you should look like. I don't know, but you know,
He says it helps him. He's a big hot chocolate drinker. He got it because he thinks it goes with drinking hot chocolate.
I can totally see that. Yes, I totally can. He's a handful. Let's say that. But you know, Ross, going into obviously Georgetown. I mean, that's your stomping ground. That's a no-brainer. If I'm betting on horses that weekend, guess what? I'm putting some money on Ross Robinson. There's no question about it. And you know, I've been to Georgetown. I've seen you run.
Or Amanda.
Yeah.
Or Amanda. Well, we're not forgetting that. They're yelling at me because I'm forgetting to talk about your wife, Ross. What the hell's wrong with these people?
Listen, I'm just Amanda's husband. She's not my wife.
Oh, okay. There you go. That is what people in Georgetown said. Okay, that's their saying.
Wow.
Yeah, I like that. But this race right here, it's always a good race this coming weekend up there. I was there several times with Eckert along, and you guys put on a hell of a show this coming weekend.
Yeah, it's always a fun weekend. And look, normally it always seems like it rains one day or leading up to it. It rains, but every day this week has been really, really nice. Like they got up in the 80s and no clouds, and the whole weekend is supposed to be pretty much just like that. So it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously it's a late show in the year, which attracts cars. It pays well. And now let's talk about your wife, the wild child, right? Amanda Robinson, the wild child, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. She's going to be laying down some rubber there this weekend as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, there's a very good chance me and Eckert could end up chasing her the whole 40 laps too.
Well, I know. Believe me, we're rubber.
I was down there one time. She won the crate class and the late model, and it was during the thing for the police officer.
Oh yes, the police. Yeah, that
Camp.
Right? What's that called, Ross? Again?
Camp Barnes.
Camp Barnes. That's a big event,
He
right?
was down there. She won both features that night. He run second to her.
I think this year was the 51st
Yeah.
year of it, and it's Camp Barnes is a summer camp for kids
Okay.
that the state police own, and they put on and operate it. And it's for kids that aren't as fortunate,
Sure.
or just going through some tough times,
Yep.
where they can go and have a week at this summer camp. It's no expense to the parents,
Yeah.
and that race every year is one of the biggest fundraisers to help keep that camp open.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
You'll
That's a
see
good deal.
you'll see people that come to that race
Yeah.
that don't go to another race all year, but just come just for what that race is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I seen who this past year Hardy won, correct?
All did win.
Okay. Yeah. And I thought the picture with because they had a state trooper in the picture, right?
Yeah. Every winner gets your picture taken with a state police.
Well, I mean, that was clearly fitting for him. But, I mean, it kind of worked out for everybody. I totally believe that. But I tell you, the humor up here in Rouserville is just amazing, Ross. It really is.
Yeah, it sounds like you
Any
guys have a good
advice
time.
for Austin from me?
Hey, I tell you, I'm sitting here with a young driver, Austin Warrenfeltz. And he runs in the limited late model class. And I tell you, these guys have a big history of racing. They're 4 generations, Ross, here. 4 generations. And
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, exactly. You know, and what could you give a young fellow like this, knowing what you know? I know where you started racing to where you are now, and what can you tell him? What would make things a little bit more clear?
Don't ever give up.
There you go.
Don't ever give up, because I've gotten my teeth kicked in numerous times. It still happens all the time, running up and down the road like we do. We'll have many bad nights, and you'll go to bed questioning what you're doing wrong, but then you just got to wake up and keep working.
There you go. And that is true. You give 110%. And I mean, this guy right here could tell you, obviously, because right now it's just you, your wife, and you have another helper maybe out on the road, and this stuff's tough, isn't it?
No, this year, Devin was with us through East Bay, and he decided he wanted to take a step back and be home more.
Sure.
And I totally understood it, and we've remained close friends since then. But since then, it has been just Amanda and myself.
Wow.
Pretty much the entire year,
That's
other than
dope.
some periodic nights when
Jeez.
some people have
That's
just
dope.
jumped in to
That's a
help
big
us.
job.
Like Devin has come and helped us a couple times.
Yeah.
But for the majority of the year, it was just Amanda's the only help I had with me.
Wow. And that you know, and that's amazing because you still have to manage at the end of the day. Obviously, you're married. You know what I mean? And then you factor in, and I'm sure you guys never fight. I mean, most couples never fight. You know, I mean, really, they don't. Truly, they don't.
She does not hold back and put me in my place.
Well, I tell you, I can sense that she might have the gusto in her. Yes, I can sense that. Wild child. But, well, I tell you what, Ross, you know, it's great to have you call in, and I know that you come off. There's nothing easy about what you're doing. I mean, it's tough, and I love to see when you're up there, obviously, and because it ain't like it makes you a real strong race car driver when you come back home too, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you don't realize how hard and how much you have to dig down to just to try to find speed when you go up against the guys that
Sure.
we do every night. And it makes it, you don't realize like how harder you're driving, like when you do come back home, it becomes natural. But like every night is, you might as well consider it like a UFC fight. It's just,
Right?
You're up against it all the time.
Yeah.
And you're going up against the best in the country.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it boggles you, know. I mean, I've raced, and these guys obviously have raced, and just knowing how difficult it can be even running locally, you know. And then you put yourself out on the road with guys that, like, some of them are to the point in their life where this is like brushing their teeth. They have it's habitual. They got this thing down pat. Other than 10,000th of a second or something breaking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean it takes all of the pieces of the puzzle to make it happen, and it's not just a fast race car. You got to have a good crew. You got to have the hauler making sure it's not breaking down on you every week. You got to have good sponsors, support system, good car owners. It takes a village to do something like this, and I'm lucky enough to where I have the people behind me in the support system where they believe in what Amanda and I are out here trying to do, and
Right.
and they don't give up on us, and they stay positive even when I'm my own worst enemy and being down in the dumps or
Sure.
just being hard on myself for not
Sure.
producing what I know we can do. But at the end of the day, it's something I always dreamed about, being able to run a national tour and be a full-time driver. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I never thought that I would probably ever really truly get to do it.
Yeah, sure.
So to just be able to do it it's kind of hard to put into words, really.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine because
What it does mean.
Yeah.
But it truly is a dream come true.
Yeah, quite frankly, you will never know, I think, of the hype that was until you don't do it and 5 or 10 years pass and you look back and think, man, that was crazy. You know, we did that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and like I said, it looks cool on flow to like say what we're out here doing, and
Right.
But there is a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah.
Done because we're away from home, we're away from families, and the financial sacrifice that everybody makes to be able to put us on the road to
Sure.
do it is first and foremost.
Yeah.
But it's the grind, and I mean you gotta want to do this. It's not because you're trying to do it to get rich. You're doing it just because you love what you're doing.
Right.
And that's what you always got to keep in mind is that you're getting to do what a lot of people would just be able to dream of doing.
Yeah, exactly. And when I look at, young fella right here, I say young, he's a man, he's 20, Austin Warrenfeltz Unlimited. He's got a good equipment. He's got a great crew. He's got a great family support system, sponsor system, and it's all right there. And he had said earlier tonight in the pre-show here, he had said at one point, I'm going to quit. You know what I mean? Because I'm done. I can't do this. And I don't think I can do it. And with today's world and society, we move like lightning. And things are all around us. And I think it's hard sometimes to really focus on something so much, but yet get not the results that you want and still continue to do it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You just got to remain focused.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about focus. And I can sense that was his time. I'm sure there's been a time for you that you've said, man, should I be doing this maybe? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you always kind of got to self-reflect a lot. And
Yeah.
Look, when we leave a racetrack and drive down the road 6, 8, 10, sometimes in our case 20 hours.
Yeah.
It gives you a lot of time to think.
Yeah. Oh, I can only imagine.
Like I said,
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I said, we're getting to truly live a dream. So
Yeah.
we're grateful for getting to do it.
Well, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That's Ross the Boss Robinson. And, his wife Amanda, she's probably going to pass him, this weekend. and I think it would keep a better household if he just let her pass him.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
And Eckert should follow the same suit when he goes up there, Eckert's starting a new support group as well. I don't know if you heard. It's about with the Wives of Racing. He's going to be the first to debut a show.
Oh,
Yeah, Rick Eckert. It's the Wives of Racing. The secret lives
Wives
of
of Racing.
Yes, and Eckert's going to be with Krista.
I can tell you that my wife has plenty of stories.
There you go. And I'm sure this guy here could probably put some good ones out too.
But she's a racer herself.
She's a racer herself, exactly. So you ain't going to get one up on her real quick.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, guys, I'm going to say that to both of you. For you, actually, Ross calling in, I really appreciate that at short notice. And,
Yeah, no problem at all.
I wish you the best of luck. I always love following you. You're pure. You're classic. I like your gig. I do. It has energy. I like the energy with it. And I wish you the best, both of you, Amanda, this weekend. And hey, we'll see you around the racetrack somewhere, Ross. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, thank you guys. Take care. Appreciate it.
You too. Take care, buddy.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Well, what do you think of that, huh? I wanted you to get. Have you talked to Ross before, ever?
Nah.
Well, then, how do you talk to him on national TV? You know what I'm saying? See, that's right there is what needs to happen.
Yep.
That, yes, you don't judge another man because he wants to be something bigger. But it's how they do what they do and they give back. That conversation right there. You know what I mean? Just that little bit right there.
Yep.
That's what it's about. Okay?
Yes, it is.
And good for him. These are people that I looked up to. Rick Eckert's, Rodney Franklin's, Gary Stewart.
I never would have thought Ross Robinson was going to call in tonight.
What do you think of that? Ross the Boss, baby.
Yeah.
Look, David looks like he huffed glue. He's just like, I keep thinking of Fred when I look at the rooster.
You know, he's got the rooster when he's out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
we ought to have the rooster going in here tonight.
I know. I thought, well,
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
We ought to have the rooster on.
But I hey, I'm afraid how much we wear because that shit's expensive. Like, seriously, to have that thing blow up.
I
like that?
guarantee you.
Oh, hell yeah. Like, it gets like a little, like, we gotta watch this video we're doing back here around there's brush. It gets mowed, man. It deflates. It deflates completely. Well, ladies and
You can't
gentlemen.
have a limb cop.
No, you can't. That's exactly right. Right, that's Michael Warrenfeltz, okay, from Williamsport, Maryland. And he
Here
says,
we go.
this is great time. Are you with us now? Okay, good.
Yeah, come on, baby.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay. So anyways, in the chairs we picked out, we got the best comfy ones we can get.
Yeah, we
I gotta
do.
be honest.
Hey, they're good.
We're moving up. We're getting better. We're getting
It's
better.
just like the office meetings I have. I'm sitting
Well,
there
yeah.
squirming around.
Right. And I have, well, never mind.
Yeah.
But anyways, man, this is just wow. We got Ross calling in. You get to talk to Ross. We hear about him. They're good people. You know, I got like a freaking legend down here. You know what I mean? Seriously, bottom line. Even though you tore my bumpers and shit. But you were a little.
Well, Brian Jones said you was just too slow.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm gonna tell you something.
That's a shot in the face.
It is. It is.
That's a shot in the face.
You know why he's saying that, don't you?
Now.
Because he was the one that come to my house one night and said, we want you to drive this car.
Okay.
The
Okay.
very first time. And he said, we want you to drive the car. And I said, yeah, I've been waiting on this phone call, this appointment
Appointment.
for about 15 years.
15 whole years.
And then finally, somebody said, get in his car and drive.
And then the rest was whoop.
That was
Downhill.
on. It was on.
Yeah. And the memories.
Oh, yeah.
How many times do you think you said and think about them to this day that you might be just doing whatever you do, relaxing or something, just one of them comes into your mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How I have them too. I'm sure you do. Like you remember like times when you did really good, you know.
You know, I thought about last night, I seen where Gerald Cole had passed away.
Yes, Hoosier.
And
God bless Gerald.
I actually, every week he would say, how you doing, Mike? Or, you know, what's going on? And I drove a car that he built.
Okay.
And I got it from Matt Emery. And I drove that car and he knew that. And very few people knew that he had built that car.
Okay.
And I said, well, we changed a lot of things on it, but I got to drive that car. But he built cars for Dave Wilt. And let me tell you something. Dave Wilt's a big man, walks around now, big man.
Yeah, sure.
Dave Wilt was a horse in the car, buddy.
Really?
He was the man to beat.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
He was no joke back then.
No. You had to beat Dave Wilt.
Yeah.
It wasn't, he raced against Nathan, Danny Sullivan.
When I was a kid, that 2+2 was
That
up front a lot.
2+2
Yeah.
He was up front a lot.
Yeah.
Ronnie Byers, I mean.
Ronnie Byers.
Ben Milligan, Watson, I mean, Danny Hager, all them guys.
They could run up front at any time.
Yep.
Yeah. They
Dave
could.
Wilt was
And we're still chasing the 2+2 to this day.
Yeah, exactly.
Dave Wilt was the
Yeah,
man.
with Cody and-
He would always speak to you. He was not a jerk when he got out of the car.
Right.
And his wife would always speak to you. His boy speaks to you now. I wish him nothing but the best.
Yeah, definitely.
But he was a driver,
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah. I can remember going as a kid and sitting in Hagerstown, and I didn't really understand who 2+2 was. But I used to be like, they got some major money, man.
Oh, yeah.
Burkeville sponsors them.
Oh,
like
yeah.
2+2. Like Burkeville, they were like, no, that's not it. I was like, well, to me it was.
Well, I think Dave had a speed shop in Ransom.
Yeah, and a laundromat. His wife cut hair. I see his
Yeah.
hand in an old
Yeah.
flyer.
And they love racing.
Yeah.
He used to come down and talk to a guy at a car that I used to work on years ago, Larry Hines.
Okay.
Drove a Ford for Doug Riker.
Okay.
Well, he'd come down to Larry's house and they had parties and all this stuff. And I remember hauling a race car to Winchester on the weekends. Of course, Dave Wilt was there, Sullivan, all the big timers, Nathan, Ernst.
Yeah, sure.
All them guys.
All the
They
big
started-
names.
They started in them low class.
Yeah,
cars.
you're right. People forget that, I think, sometimes.
Yeah,
And I tell you, a lot of people, the Wilts are very good people. My mom was in the hospital, and she was pretty sick. And Shane Wilt actually went into the hospital and prayed for her. She didn't even know who he was.
And he did that like that.
Yeah, he
yeah.
went into the hospital and prayed for her. He asked me what room she was in and all that, and they're good-hearted people.
They are.
They're very nice
They
people.
always said racers look at the race.
Yeah,
They do.
And that's a fact.
And we was in the racing family. Hopefully, we still
Oh,
are.
yeah, sure.
Sure.
I mean, hey,
I haven't talked to either of them for a while, but we've been busy. And
Yeah, life, he gets busy and moves on.
In the pits, it's hectic. I mean,
Yeah.
these late models, you gotta damn near be an engineer to work on them.
Well, ain't it so? I know.
And I'm trying to be an engineer, and I ain't near one.
Yeah, well, no, you got a lot going on, and you're figuring it out.
But we're figuring it out
Yeah.
slowly but surely.
We just need one of the big time Rick Hendrick sponsors.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
And
You know what I'm saying?
coming up, the sponsors.
Maybe
coming
like
up-
the Rowdy Rooster.
Yeah, there
Right.
you go.
Right.
But we can't leave out Brian Grove.
Yeah.
Brian Grove Racing, he's the car owner.
Okay.
It wouldn't be for him.
We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Brian Grove and Brian Grove Racing. That is my brother-in-law, Austin's
Okay.
uncle.
Okay.
He,
Is that the relation side of Randy Grove?
yes, they're distantly related.
Okay, so they're in there.
They are there. Yeah, I mean, even Brian Grove owned my street stop.
Yeah.
He took care of me, and there was a lot of jokes went
Yeah,
on about
sure.
that.
Oh, yeah.
We heard some shit at the track.
Oh, I'm
Some
sure.
of it should have been unsaid.
Well, right.
But you know, Brian Grove has taken care of us through the go-kart racing, everything. If it wouldn't be for him, we wouldn't have none of it,
He
because I
don't
couldn't
have
afford
he
it.
don't have a wife.
Oh, yeah, that's a pure factor, and then you could, if you don't have one of
He's got a
them.
real good job.
Yeah.
He's got a real good job.
Got a brand new house.
He used his head, you know.
Yeah, and he just built us a new shop
Yeah.
for the race.
Wow, that's
car.
great.
We have heat in the floor, the whole 9 yards.
Did you hear that, Fred? What do you think? If
Oh,
Fred
yeah.
had heat in the floor,
He'd probably be laying on it.
he'd be one hot car. Okay. That was funny, people. You know it was.
But I just can't stress that enough. Without Brian Grove, we wouldn't have none of this.
Yeah.
And he loves racing. I even asked him one time, "Hey, do you want to get in my car and drive?
Sure.
Your stuff?" He said, "No, I enjoy just spending the money and
Yeah,
watching you
sure,
win."
yeah.
That's
It
what he
takes
told me.
everybody to have
It
that.
does.
You know what I mean?
It takes a whole support
Yeah.
system. And these late models nowadays, you know, all our stuff's pretty new. I mean, that's $100,000 race car.
Oh yeah, all day long.
I mean, it's just
Yeah.
crazy money.
Yeah. What we thought was expensive back then ain't
And
nothing now.
we just,
No, we used to bitch and complain. Seriously.
yeah.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
used to basically playing over an $80 tire. Well, now they're 200.
yeah, exactly. I remember a tire was what hunting on street stock back then was $100.
Yeah.
I was excited if I had a $100 bill.
Yeah,
I knew I
that's
bought a
right.
tire.
Yeah, easy.
You know. Yeah.
He only got paid $150.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, I wasn't a rocket scientist, but the math didn't work out.
Yeah, it still don't work
Yeah.
out.
It doesn't. Fred, what do you got going on there? I know
Okay.
He's into it.
he is. He probably has a lot of
We
people.
have Ken Warrenfeltz,
Oh, okay.
Uncle Tim.
Uncle Tim.
Devin Bishop,
Devin Bishop, baby.
Hey, hey.
Ross the Boss, baby, was on.
that's right, we have him.
brother
Ross
raced for a
Robinson,
year.
and Jessica Ferguson.
Jessica Ferguson, she
Yeah.
takes pictures of the birds.
Okay.
And, I like her. And then Ross is continuing to tune in. That's awesome. Ross the Boss. You know what I
Great.
mean?
That
I
is
like
great.
Ross. He's a good guy. He is a good guy.
My brother raced for a year, and then he kind of faded out of it. I mean, he would have been all right, but he wasn't as crazy as I was, I guess.
Well, let's talk about your father a minute.
Oh, my.
Okay, this is the show's only an hour and a half. Okay, so,
Yeah.
no, I'm just teasing.
We
But
can
no,
go on and on about
no,
him.
let's talk about your father, Dick Warrenfeltz. Now, my daddy, he's 78 now. He raced with Wayne Gimby and them in 01, 02.
Wayne was a good guy.
Yeah, there you go, right? And they raced over there at Hagerstown,
Yeah.
and he remembers, obviously, your dad, Dick Warrenfeltz, you know, the familiar number 500,
Yeah.
right? And he was going to run you. He was going to blue-collar racing hard, you
Yeah.
know? And, you know, he done a lot, and we're going to get to Mark the Shark in a minute, and I got some facts for you that I think you've probably heard maybe 100 times, but we carved some facts out about you guys. Even you there, Rowdy Rooster.
David's grandfather is Tony Stoneberg.
Okay, David's grandfather's Teddy
And Angie.
Stoneberger.
and Angie Stoneberger, and he usually raced at Winchester.
Okay.
So he was number 12 too.
I got
We
you.
stayed in Winchester because I was 12 in Hagerstown,
You were.
and I didn't want to trade metal with him.
Well,
Then I ended up.
it didn't stop you when I raced. I can tell you that right now. I tell you what, people, why the hell do you think we got a hammer like this? For Christ's sakes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is a necessity when you raced in the mid-90s with this guy. You know what I mean? Because if you weren't moving, he's going to get you moving. I can assure you that. Yeah, and there wasn't none of this shit to where let's lay back 10 laps on a 15-lap feature. No, that shit was happening right off the get-go.
That was handicap starts. I never got started any further up in 12.
No, right, because they're
And I had 15 laps to get to the front.
Yeah, well, you did. Yes, you did. You honestly, Mike, I tell you, looking back, you were always competitive, okay? And
I had good cars.
yeah, and T.C. Smith, correct?
Oh, well, I can't say nothing about him.
Right.
Yeah, even Russell Morgan.
Russell Morgan,
But
yeah.
Brian Jones. And
Yes.
we built that Pontiac, and
That was a fast car too.
that was a hit with
And Nutter's Ice Cream Lodge.
Always
Well,
had it.
Always
Now, I was the original sponsor holder for that.
For Nutter's Ice Cream.
When I started running four-cylinder.
Okay.
They sponsored me in 1997
Yep.
when I got the white number 12.
Very
four-cylinder.
competitive year over there for them cars.
Oh, yeah. And
Four cylinders.
I won 4 that year.
Yes, you did. We have that. Yep.
Third in points. I actually got DQ'd one night. That's why I was.
Well,
third
you
in
run
points.
into Nan Grove.
Well, no, I spun the wheels on the scales.
Well, wait a second. He said you ran into Nan Grove.
Well, I
which
did
was-
that a couple times.
Which was
She
Randy.
might have run into me.
Okay, I understand. For all you who don't know, Randy Grove was the chief
tonight-
track steward.
Yeah.
he was the-
The night I got DQ'd was, supposedly I ran into Art Jaron or one of his boys.
Well, okay.
And when I come across scales, they reached in my car, grabbing on my belts while I spun the wheels on the scales and took off. Well, I got DQ'd that night.
Because you inappropriate behavior.
Yeah,
Right there.
but I still finished third in points. So what that say about the
Well,
racing?
exactly. Do you hear all this? Have you ever had any
Don't
appropriate
pay no attention to that.
inappropriate behavior at the racetrack?
Now we might have had one scuffle, and it was
words with guys, yeah.
it was your what, first or second year running Le Mans?
Second.
Okay.
Second year. Well, he went up and wanted to know why the guy was beating on him the whole race.
Nothing wrong with asking him.
No, nothing wrong with that. But I stood back in the shadows.
Let him do his thing.
Yep, let him do his thing.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be. He was underage at the time.
Right.
So I was just watching. And when he went to shake hands, the guy throwed him.
Oh.
Well, that's when this guy came over the top ropes and.
Yeah, so the big cat comes into the picture.
But then there was about 4 of them that got me pinned down in the trailer and started beating on me. And then he was standing on their backs and beating on them, helping the old man out.
It's a family affair, people. I told you that. Yes, it is.
So we got away from all that.
Yeah,
We're walking
right,
back,
yeah.
and I gave him a fist bump. I said, "That's your first dirt track fight." And of course, his mother didn't like that.
Oh, probably not.
No, she said he's not going to act like
She,
she.
she wants you to be a lover, not a fighter. See, Daddy was once a lover, okay? Now Daddy has got his own way, okay? And I like it. Yeah. So let's just. I'm gonna get down here to the rowdy rooster. Okay.
Yep, to get the rowdy
Yeah.
rooster.
Okay. So Tony and Angie, they had sex and had you. Okay.
Their grandparents.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Well,
Man, you're getting crazy now.
Ancestry.com, get them on the
Now we're
phone.
talking about sex on the
They always
radio
funny.
show.
They always funny.
Holy
They gave us the wrong information. Ancestry.com, people. Bullshit. Yeah. Anyways, so where do you go to school?
I'm originally from Clear Spring, but I go to Tech High.
Okay. What are you taking up?
Electrical.
Electrical. Okay. And do you like? I mean, you do well at Tech. You like enjoy doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever find yourself daydreaming in the middle of the day about like Neyland and cars and?
Oh, yeah, he probably does that all the time.
Okay. Okay. So you're just like, and they're like, David. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so you do that. So you're in 11th grade. You said okay, and you drive right on the road.
I got my permit.
You got your permit, okay. And then you're gonna race coming up, okay? But you do the tires with these guys.
Yeah.
So how many nights do you come up, like how far are you away from their place?
2 miles.
half a mile.
Oh, okay. So do you ride the bike down?
Now we gotta pick him up.
Oh, okay, okay. Right. So anyways, wow. Our last junior member that was in the racing, they used to yell at him. We made him walk like 38 miles. You know, you hear the shop, and it was like winter times. We were training him. You know what I mean?
Well, I trained him because I hate cutting and siping tires. I hate it.
That's my least favorite part.
So,
Yeah.
so I trained my man over there, and he got pretty good at it.
That's what I'm hearing. So you're like the tire man. So
Yeah, he's
to
the
me,
tire man.
you keep track of everything with tires.
Yep.
That's good. No, that's a whole job. To me, it's your tire man. Like we talk about this.
That's a lot of work.
Right. You wash
It's a lot
them, you
of
clean
work.
them, you inspect them, you look at the wheels. These guys check the threads. They
Yeah.
check everything.
Yeah.
You know? I mean,
That's him.
Yeah, that's you.
Then he's cutting the new right rear every week because, you know, I'm up top just burning them off.
You are.
Doing dumb shit.
Yeah, I understand. He's up top burning them off.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
Yeah, I
do
guess it
that
looks cool on
bullshit.
camera.
Up top burning it off. It sounds like a new adult movie. You know, up top burning it off. You
But
know?
I will tell you this, the night that he was running the bottom, he run top 5.
Yeah.
And old Pat was proud.
I bet.
That old car was digging on the bottom.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
Uh,
Now, how many times you come over with him? 2, 3 times?
Before I started my racing thing, I was over pretty often. But
That's usually how that.
once
Yeah.
I started,
That's
Yeah.
started building our car.
Yeah, sure.
Slowed down a little bit.
Okay, but you're still obviously,
he's there.
and they're helping you too. You know what I mean? It's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's what needs to happen, people. Okay? You should be a member of the Mid-Atlantic Junior Racing Association that I founded and chairman of, and these guys are a part. There's plenty of people, tons of people.
Well, get ready, because
This guy right
whenever
here,
his hobby stop goes through the corner, starts walking that left rear tire forward,
like a cement truck.
everybody's going to think, well, they got bird cages on the back of them, like
Yeah.
they thought my car used to.
Yeah, I heard that they thought your car
Oh,
was.
yeah, they thought it did. And guess what? Get on there, it's factory 4-lane. You just got to be smarter than the average guy.
I totally
That's all.
agree. Fred, what do you got signed in, brother?
Alrighty.
From another chicken bucket?
Dave Rutherford.
Dave Rufford.
Dave Rutherford, that's a squirrely guy right
Yeah,
there.
this guy follows all my stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Dave
he does.
Rutherford, he's a squirrely
Yeah,
guy.
I like it.
I love Dave Rutherford. He got some funny videos out there. I wish he would call in right now, because that'd be good.
And we have Bart Warrenfeltz.
Which
Warren
one?
Warrenfeltz.
Which one?
By my wife.
Neither your wife or my
I
aunt.
gotta get home. She beats me, makes me get the closet.
That's kind of kinky, though. Like, that's kind of cool that he's involving himself in that. You have kept up with the times, haven't
I
you?
can only go to work and I gotta come home and she makes me.
What, are you working?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he still
What I
works.
wanna,
Did he?
yeah.
I tell you, Mike, how old are you now?
63.
63. Okay, 63.
Old fucker.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
get in the car tomorrow if I can get in one.
I know you could. I know you would. Yeah.
But we have to get a crane to get him back.
Well,
out.
right.
I might be able to get in, but I ain't gonna be able to play.
Well, I tell you, they were some days though, weren't they?
I love that.
Let's reminisce for a second. You care if we reminisce?
Yeah.
Good, it's in the clip. We didn't care if we cared. But anyways, let's reminisce for the people. We're in the year of 1994, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, and you're obviously competitive, and I'm there trying to learn how to drive, you know. I just got my driver's license, you know, and I'm in the 02, the guy, you remember the invoice. Okay, that's it. And we're running, Mike, on a weekly basis as you come over to run, and we're looking at guys like, let's just run down film a little bit. We're looking at the Clipper, right? Richie.
Yeah, Richie.
We're looking at Richie. We're looking at the Bennett's, correct? Doug, then Jeff comes along.
Yeah.
We're looking at the Jones voices, okay?
Mark and Brad.
Yes, they can be very competitive.
That's his uncles. That's David.
That's David's uncle.
Oh, wow, David. So somebody had sex, and there you go. Okay. Ancestry.com, people.
Yeah.
So we also look at Dave Rice, okay?
Yeah.
Could be competitive in
Dave
that
Rice,
class.
always good.
Yeah. And we had, I said Kenny Dillon. That's
Kenny Dillon.
Kenny
And we have
Dillon.
Bruce Leibowitz, who has his moments in there.
The Brandenburg boys from down Frederick.
Yeah, Hans Steinberg.
And every once in a while, you had Alan Stone or Kim Raymer.
Yeah. You had Stoney come in, and it was smoking hot. The car
Oh,
was
the
like,
car was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
beautiful, but
Yeah.
there wasn't a goddamn thing legal
no,
about
There wasn't, no. And that's where my car came from, the first one. And
Well, that's so much more legal than.
Oh no, we had to take the whole interior out. It had an interior like a late model. I was like, yes. And they're like, you can't have that. And it hurt me to take off. Because he did good work with that shit.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Car.
Oh yeah.
They always have
Right
pretty.
now,
Yeah.
his car was fast.
Kim in that 33, you're
Oh,
damn right.
yeah.
Oh, he had that 434 in that
Pretty
thing.
much right. I mean,
he was over live for, well, what was it back in? 402?
406.
406. Yeah, but he had that 434 in that thing.
Oh yeah. Oh
Might
yeah.
have been faster if he had a 406. That way he get the air to it with that 2-barrel.
Oh yeah.
Terry Carlisle,
Terry Carlisle,
Yep.
Gene Grove,
Gene
Grove,
Grove.
Harley Davidson in
Yep.
Winchester.
Yep.
What about Rick? What about
Rick,
Thompson?
Yeah.
The
Yep.
Sheets car, right?
Oh, no.
Ricky
Harbaugh.
Rick Harbaugh.
Rick
Remember?
Harbaugh.
It had the nice looking car.
Oh, yeah, he had a big time deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. And, I mean, there
Competition was tight back then.
you didn't want to make no mistakes.
No, you were going to the B main real quick.
Yeah. And up at Cumberland, they ran a 2-feature race
Okay.
because they had so many cars. If you didn't make the A main, you run the B main for $100.
Okay, I see.
$100.
Yeah, right. What did that get you? Like, right? Yeah.
Well, what was the A-main?
That was 100. No, actually, that was 200.
200.
Yeah.
At
But
Cumberland.
even still,
Yeah. Oh, here's another one
your
for you.
carburetor cost $1,000 at that point.
Yeah,
Come
right.
on.
Here's another one for you. Rick Stauffer.
Yeah.
Yep, Rick
Yeah.
Stout.
Rick and Davey and
Yep.
Billy Acton.
Russ Mosley.
Russ Mosley. Actually, Russ worked on my car.
I know. That's right. He did.
And
Yeah.
Brandon Churchy.
Yeah.
All them.
Dean Holmes.
Dean
Yep,
was
Dean
one
Holmes.
of my best friends.
Oh,
Well, they would actually think
You had Hans Stomberg.
on
they
Stone.
actually thought that me and Dean was mad at one another.
But you were actually best friends.
We was drafted.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And I did have him out front, and I get to pushing him. Well, then he'd say, well, Mikey, you always push me halfway down the straightaway, but in the corner, he was faster on the corner. than I
Yeah,
was.
right.
So I said, we'll just have to change that up. And
Did you see that? I like that. I like that. I like that.
I had a lot of fun.
It was a lot of
I
fun.
had good car owners. I had Russell Morgan owned the first car, the
Yeah.
Pontiac, and an old Chevelle. It was 2 RM. That was Stevie Weddle's first car.
Okay.
And then I drove for Rodney McGowan. That was an ugly car.
Yeah, it was
Rodney McGowan.
Ronnie in the 71. Remember, it was the
Oh, that was
prior
good.
when he ran that car.
That was his car.
Yeah, but then he had the blue one with the 12 on it.
Yeah, right.
And
Okay.
it was an ugly blue with a gold number on it.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah,
ugliest son of a bitch on
yeah.
the racetrack, but guess
Yeah.
what? It was fast.
Oh, it was fast.
Oh,
It
she
was
looked
fast.
pretty set in the
Scrub,
front
Fred.
stretch.
Fred Scrubby Gum.
And we had I had him and then Russell. Russell.
Well, you can't forget about when you drove for Pat.
Well, I got
The
my.
white 12.
Oh, hey, listen to this. You know what time it is. It's Mark the Shark's Weekly Bite, baby. Hand me that there, Mr. Warrenfeltz. Look at this, Mark the Shark. There, that's your job. The guy always sits here. That's why you're sitting here. No. Mark the Shark Weekly Bite. Always good stuff, okay? So let's talk about some of them. Mark the Shark. He's our historian statistician. Do you remember Mark Stahl? He had CoolDirt.com. It was a website that back in the 90s, he covered 4M, it was them, 4M,
Okay.
another one. That's when websites were a major thing. Everybody
Well,
didn't
yeah,
have-
that's when everybody first started getting them.
Right, and he covered stuff weekly,
Yep.
racing like that. Oh, yeah.
How about Virginia Dirt Lovers?
That was another
Oh,
one. Yeah.
wow.
Hey, easy on the sign there, Rowdy Rooster. Okay. You got it? Okay, good. So let's talk about a couple things here about these guys. Mark Stahl, ladies and gentlemen. Hagerstown, Mike Warrenfeltz, right here, this guy right here, 82 wins. Okay, and he had more wins than he had second or third places. That's my stats. So you won 82 times and had more wins than you ever ran second or third. Because you were up front, basically. I mean, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? And he was a champion in 92, 97, 2004, 2009, and 2010. Okay, so you had a good run going, and I remember back in that
Actually,
97.
it's 85.
It's 85 wins.
Because.
Oh, it is 85.
Because there were double features that they didn't count.
Oh, okay. Well, see that, Mark, you're fired. Okay, like that. I'm teasing. Mark Stahl does a really good job of this.
Yeah.
He cuts
And
hair.
I'm already looking on there, and for me, we're well off on that.
Yeah, because we couldn't find a lot of data. That's
Yeah, no, you couldn't. No,
Yeah,
you couldn't.
yeah. So we're going to ask you though. Now, Dick, your father, your grandfather,
Yep.
your great grandfather. Okay,
Yep.
I have no idea where you come into that equation. Okay, but we're glad you're here. 31 wins and champions 65 and 67. Overall, it said he had 59 wins on 5 tracks in one season. There's a poster of him, and I can't remember who else, that says 59 wins total over a span of 5 tracks. Okay. I would imagine that was probably Winchester, Hagerstown, Bedford,
St. Thomas.
yeah.
Doug-
Everett?
Everett, he raced.
Okay, Everett.
Lincoln.
Lincoln?
Lincoln,
Lincoln?
he liked it.
Okay, okay. My dad liked Everett, you know, when it was
Oh, yeah.
going on.
Lincoln was NASCAR sanctioned.
Yes, a lot of people don't realize that. Lincoln
it was.
was NASCAR sanctioned.
Yeah.
Are you making fun of me? You bring a guy on here.
Maybe just knock the Rowdy Rooster out.
Yeah,
a little.
the
He
Rowdy
might calm
Rooster.
down a little
Yeah,
bit.
I tell you, the Rowdy Roosters. I'm going to tell you what it is. There's a damn guy who plays a chicken sitting over here, and you're a rooster.
He was down at what's his name's Cock House.
Yes, Big Willie's Farmhouse.
Yeah, Big Willie's Cock House.
Yes, I tell you, people, Fred's one to the top with this. Fred, what do you got? Beat me out one.
Well, we have, Barb says Mike owes them all bumpers.
Right, see, I'm not the only one.
Holy hell.
Who said that?
Yeah, Brian
Your
Jones.
wife?
Brian
What'd she
Jones
say?
says they kept checking his carburetor.
Okay, Mike's
She
smart.
said you owe him all bumpers.
I probably do.
Yeah, he's a man of his word.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so now, Michael, we had 4. Tell me more.
I don't know which 4 you're talking about.
Mark, if you're on there, he'll talk to us.
Which 4 are we talking about?
I would say play Hagerstown.
Well, I know Hagerstown.
Well, yeah, but we're only on Hagerstown. So how many overall was it?
But which 4, what car was it?
Well, I don't know. Mark's gonna have to chime in. I think it was split between the street stock, okay? Because it was, or what was it a street
Okay,
stock?
so I had 4 in the street stock.
Okay, 4 in the street stock.
Okay, so back in '97, I had 4 as well in the 4-cylinder.
Okay.
And I can't remember the year, but I also had one in Brian Neff's car at Hagerstown. In the
Okay.
4-cylinder.
Yeah.
That was years later after '97. That was probably
That was like 2016, 17-ish, something.
maybe 16, 15, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere in that.
And I appreciate Brian for letting me drive his car then.
Sure.
And then I had a good one in Potomac. I really had a good one in Potomac in the street stop.
You did.
Oh, yeah.
Down Bud's Creek there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had a good one down there. First time I ever saw the place we got there, I was really nervous. I said, man, this track looks little. And so I started changing shit on the car.
Right.
And evidently I went in the right direction. I timed second quick out of this big race. And then, of course, unfortunate circumstances, Ed Pope jacked it sideways in front of me. And I knew if I lifted that they would turn me from behind.
Yeah.
So I just kind of drove through him and put him through the infield. Didn't want to do that.
But-
that's not how I drove.
Yeah,
That's not how I drove.
Things happen. You know?
But so then I was probably running third, second, whatever, and I finally got to the lead. And once I got the lead, it was hands down, I was gone. But there was 100 cautions out of a 30-lap race.
Wow.
I was wore out. I was tired.
Sure.
But I won it. But of course, it was a 2,000 win race in the street stop.
Oh yeah, that's.
It was good. It was good payday.
Oh heck yeah.
But the guy that I turned, Ed Pope,
Oh, that's always at Potomac races that they have a qualifier for if you won up at Hagerstown.
But-
you had a guarantee. Okay.
but this was a home track rules race.
Okay.
But
Okay.
anyhow, I turned Ed Pope, and his main sponsor is the one that threw the extra $1,000.
Okay.
And I think it pretty much killed the guy to give me that check.
It probably did, yeah.
And they was booing me and carrying on.
Oh no.
Yeah, they booed me in the stands, but you know what? I thanked them for booing me.
Yeah. You said,
I did. Right
Kiss
on
my
my
hands,
face.
right?
No, I didn't say kiss my hands. I said for the fans in the stands booing me.
Hey, that's okay.
Thank you.
You're right. That's all you can do.
We went home $2,000 richer.
Exactly. Now, oh here, 4th all-time wins, obviously. Store, Franklin, Bone Break, and then Warrenfeltz.
Yep.
4th overall. That's quite a feat. Okay, 4th overall. Wow.
That's what I got?
Yeah, you're full.
Yeah.
And then Pat, I think Pap is still down the list, right there around 10th or something like that, or 12th, because he had a good many years
Yeah.
at Hagerstown as well.
Now, Mike, did you race a span of how many years, you think?
91 maybe.
We had 36 years, roughly.
No, that can't be Dad.
That had to be your dad then.
Yeah.
Okay, so 747 total races between the Warrenfeltz people. Whether it was
Dad started
you,
racing in
yeah,
1959.
747 total races. Okay, and here, and this is counting pure stocks. It's counting Daredevils. It's counting the whole thing.
Yeah.
And the win rate was 11%. So 11 out of those 747, 11% of the time, somebody with the last name Warrenfeltz was parking it in Victory Lane.
Well, maybe that's why he's got the number 11 now.
It could be. What do you think? Is that why?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
That's not
But
why.
that's a good thing. I mean, that's a hell of a statistic.
Yeah.
If they read that off for college football, but I'm serious, like a team, like accomplished that kind of stuff, that'd be amazing. Because it's about Mark the Shark in the weekly bite. Fred gets excited when I go like this because he thinks it's a big beak.
Mark said he couldn't
He's thinking about the old
find
conch house again.
He is, Big Willies. What's that?
Mark said he couldn't find a 4-cylinder stout.
A lot of them are hard.
No, they couldn't. I mean, you figured that was back in
Yeah.
96,
There wasn't a
97.
lot of that.
Well, I think they didn't.
There wasn't.
They didn't have Dad that went in one race at Winchester.
Yeah, and I got the trophies. I got the trophies in my basement to prove
Dad rode
otherwise.
for Mr. Bonebreak
Yep.
before he had his own cars.
Right?
And they went down there and Buddy Armour was racing, Bob Armour was racing. Junior Boone bought Dad's Ford
Okay.
that he won 2 or 3 in a row at Hagerstown. And that Homer Winters kept the orchard.
Okay.
But I'll tell you, when he drove that Ford, that was a car, Homer will tell you today. It didn't have a lot done to the motor, but Dad said that car didn't have all that jumpiness to it
Okay.
that a Chevrolet did.
That's because it's a Ford, old man.
Yeah, but I don't want to hear that.
Now, you hear this stuff. Now, let's talk about you here, okay? Now, do you got a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Are you getting married?
Probably not anytime soon.
Oh, okay.
He did say that she is wife material.
She does take care of me pretty.
I like that. I like the wife material.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
takes care of me.
He did say that. She's probably watching right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She might be.
He's in trouble when he gets
She's
home.
lazy, so.
Oh, wait, see, now you're
Now you're getting ignorant.
yeah.
You're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, okay. Does she go to races?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so she's into it as well, right? Do you have a girlfriend?
He don't
I'm gonna tell you what. The old rowdy rooster over here, cock-a-doodle-doo.
Your mother's watching David, you better stop.
You better behave now.
Daddy's a state trooper.
Hey, I want to tell you this. Austin's girlfriend, her brother is Cody Oliver, runs modifieds.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Mark, speaking of modifieds, do you want to hear another
shit.
cool stat that Mark put out there? I like hearing this stuff.
Yeah.
Brett Hearn, we all know who
Yeah,
Brett
oh,
Hearn
yeah.
is, the king of
Brett
modifieds.
the Jet?
Yeah, right. Okay, get this. Out of every race he ever ran in modifieds, he won 30%.
That's pretty good.
That is insane.
That's pretty damn
Yeah,
good.
think about that. Do the math on that big
Yeah,
stuff.
that's pretty
nuts.
good. That guy run a
Yeah.
power racing.
So 3 out of every 10 times they're a rooster. Get it right. Okay. 3 out of every 10 times the guy's parking it. That's crazy. I mean, that's almost unheard of.
Yeah.
I mean, I barely take a bowel movement 3 out of every 10 times. You know what I'm saying? I
Might
mean,
just be a fart.
it could be. It could be.
Yeah, it could just be a fart.
Now this year, and Mark the Shark tore up again with this. He did. And now, this past year, right? I think we crossed paths and raced a couple times. You know what I mean? Then we were at the same place a few times.
Yeah,
Because
a couple times.
Hagerstown, I come up a couple times.
Yeah.
And then,
We started in your path.
yeah. Do you like Path? You like it?
That's my favorite track.
The action stuff? Yeah.
I like it because it's up on the wheel. I just don't like the mentality that's in there.
It gets a little nutty sometimes.
People like to run into
Lord knows.
deliberately and then say it's Path Valley.
There's a lot of drivers there that doesn't have the respect
Not-
for your equipment because a lot of the guys up there are driving older equipment.
Right, right.
And they're buying their cars for $4,000, and that's fine. That's fine. But don't deliberately wreck somebody
Right,
because they're getting ready to pass you
right.
and they're nice equipment. Our car got beat up more there this past year, and that's why we stopped going there because the drivers did not have the respect for other drivers.
Well, I will say this, honestly, guys. I will say this. Since we've been getting heavily involved, I think there's a good switch. How it's getting things are.
I hope it's getting better.
It is.
Because
I'm telling you, it is.
we do love Path
Yeah.
Valley.
Oh yeah.
We love the facility.
Right.
We love the track.
Right.
That's my favorite.
But it's the driver mentality there needs to change a little bit.
I like Babs.
You're a Babser. Okay.
That's-
Yeah.
Beautiful place
That's the
now.
least favorite place to
Yeah, that's
Okay.
one of my least favorite places.
I want to go there. I just go
But they keep
bring the
holding
pond
things.
over, take the car out
Yeah.
there.
You know, if they see something going on that ain't right, they'll
Yeah. They'll intervene.
Oh,
They'll
they
stop
got a
it.
very nice facility.
Yeah.
And they got
Yeah.
everything going on that needs to go on with tech and all that down
Yeah.
there.
I don't want to talk bad about any racetrack.
No, because it's.
And 9 out of 10, you know, the problems that we have with a racetrack is just some of the other drivers. Which we got to overcome that at one point in time, and we will. We're just, one thing that kills us is a pill draw.
Yeah.
A pill draw kills us. I tell you what, every week we went to Hagerstown Speedway, we started last in the heat race. Last every time. Last every time. And finally, when we did draw a good pill, guess what? We had time trials that night.
Yeah, right.
No, we started on the pole and
Well,
they had
and
one
we
gear
did.
piece, and then we
Yeah.
moved the power steering.
Yeah, we did
Lead,
start on the
okay.
pole one night, and then we had bad luck. So we got a lot of demons in our closet, I think.
You got to cycle through.
Yeah, we got to cycle through, and
Working them out.
I will tell you this: all of our stuff is almost brand new, and I mean our lines, everything. But just that freak thing, he was leading that heat race that night over Devin Hart, and a power steering line blew. Call it bad luck, call it what you want.
I know that's disappointing, and I know
It is.
We were talking about that
But
earlier.
we will overcome it. We're getting better. And
Horseshoe toe a shoe. Horse toe a shoe.
yeah, that's all it is.
I thought he said. I thought he said it's all you. And I was like, here we go, baby. Ladies and gentlemen.
We ain't getting into that one.
That's awesome. Yeah. Now, okay. So hear me out now. You are the shop. Where's your guys' shop? At.
Clear Spring, Maryland.
Okay, so
Clear
you
Spring,
kind of
Maryland.
convene there.
That is BGR, Brian Grove Racing.
Okay.
Brian Grove is the car owner. Without him, we wouldn't have nothing. I can't stress. He's the best brother-in-law I could even ask for.
Yeah. I mean, definitely.
He's in the racing. He spends a lot of money on us. I just hope that this year we can finally bring him a win. I brought him some wins in the street stop,
Sure.
but now we're into this late model.
It's a whole different route.
I hope you see
Yeah.
wins, because I'm out to kick the bucket.
Well, that you got it. You're right. I tell you what. Hey, how's your ass feel sitting on them chairs?
Getting rough.
You see how it all comes back around, the whole bumper thing?
Now you're back on the
Huh? Yeah.
back on the screen.
That's awesome.
That's no pain in the back.
Yeah, I guarantee you. Well, okay, so let's look at this past year. I can remember, we honorable mentioned him twice back in this race season on the show.
Oh God, did we hit you or something?
No. We
Might
were
have
racing.
a couple of times.
No, he was getting it. He had a couple good several feature runs. Like he was competitive.
Yeah.
And we had called it, we said, remember, we said it was an honorable mention that he was really bumping up. You know what I
Well,
mean?
that's one of the things that Brian Jones mentioned here. He said Austin's getting better each year.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
Well, it's not that Austin is getting better.
Working a little
It's I'm getting better on adjusting on the car.
Yeah.
And we are, as a whole, getting better as a race team. Austin has a very good driving ability. When he raced go-karts, that's why we won every week, is because he could tell us exactly what we needed to do with that
And you can make
go-kart.
the adjustments.
And not to mention Darren Malott was there with Malott Performance, and he knew even more where to take that level. And that's why in the Pennsylvania Maxxis Series that year, we did not lose one race.
I was seeing about that. I looked at a picture, like you were in Victory Lane a lot in the
I
go-karts.
think just in that season, which I think was 2019.
They put grease on the brake rudder.
23 wins just that season. 23.
23.
Yeah, I think half of those came from the Maxxis series.
Yeah.
That's only a few races a year.
Yeah, sure.
But then we went and beat up on some local.
Well, what
shows.
did you go then to next?
The late model.
You went right to
From the
late
go-karts,
models.
we
Okay.
went to the limited.
And that would have been at what age?
Started
16.
16. Yeah.
16. Okay, wow. And man, when you weren't racing, you weren't even in the picture yet there, Rocky, or whatever, Rowdy, like that. I like this guy. Look at him. He just sits over there so nice, you know what I'm saying? He's like,
That's the hammer.
you know what? I look at it, I see the hammer. I see, and he's wearing a sprint car shirt. We'll forgive him for that. But
Yeah, we got.
he comes on a predominantly late model show with the sprint car shirt.
We
He likes
got.
watching airplanes once in a while.
Yeah,
He likes airplanes.
Exactly. That's okay. That's okay. But you kind of look like Lars Ulrich of Metallica. Has anybody ever told you that? Do you know who I mean?
No, he don't have a goddamn clue.
Wow. Do you know?
Nah.
Well, you'll
No,
have to.
they're young. They're young guys.
You'll have to show him who Lars. I'm telling you, if you look at him,
Oh,
that's
Lars.
Lars Ulrich
Oh,
right
Lars.
there. Guaranteed. Are you sure you're on Metallica? You're just not letting us know. This is like another life you live. Who are you?
One thing about it, we're gonna have to probably get him to cut that goddamn hair so he can get
What?
it
Well,
on.
that was the
Yeah.
deal. My first win, we get to cut.
Did you agree to it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So we gotta get it this year so we can at least give this boy a haircut.
Dude, don't get rid of it. We need wigs and
No,
stuff for some
no, I
commercials.
got it covered.
Yeah, right. I tell you right here. This guy right here needs to get covered. Look at that.
Now tell me how.
Like that, yeah. But mine's getting it's coming right there. Yeah.
I get half Michael gets
Oh,
out.
okay.
Yeah,
I mean, you do have a lock of hair, don't you?
I guarantee you.
Man, that takes a while. Are you a metalhead? Like, no. It's back in our day.
No,
you know what I mean?
he listens to that rap shit.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
That's one of you Morgan Wallen.
Okay.
Oh, bullshit.
Okay.
Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, Morgan Wallen.
Morgan
Right.
Wallen.
How about some old Kanye Twitty? Get it?
He don't even know who that is.
Okay, so let's back out of here. What this year, looking at, what do you think is the one biggest thing you learned this year? And what was the one thing that stands out about this year? It could be race, could be anything. It doesn't have to necessarily be a positive thing. It could be, what do you think? What's one thing you learned? What was one of the things that like clicked? You were like, man, we got that under our belt.
I'd say car control was a big thing.
Car control,
I
okay?
learned to put the car on the bottom of the racetrack a couple of times there towards the end.
Okay.
I mean, before that, I was up top, just, I was burning my tires up 5 laps in, and that set us
Sure.
back right away. That was one of the big things.
Okay.
Saving tires a little
Okay,
bit.
so tire management.
Yeah,
Okay.
saving the tires.
Right? You get to see the end product of that, right? I mean, because you're doing the tires, right? He's the guy, it's what, looking at these tires.
I listened to the old guys a little bit, got down along that inside guardrail a couple times.
Ain't nothing wrong with getting down there. No.
Yeah.
Now, what's one thing that you think stood out? Would it have been a finish this past year? Or is there a night? Now, here, how about when the power steering line?
Yeah,
That was, right.
yeah.
That was heartbreaking.
That stood out to me. I mean, that was hard to ease New Jake. He's the man to beat.
He is.
He's the best of the best.
Yeah, in the limited class, he's the man.
He's
Don't
tough.
get no better than Devin Hart.
Yeah.
Kyle Leonard.
Yeah, Kyle.
Cavalier.
I tell you what, Showtime hustles it, don't it?
Yes,
Right?
he does. And
He mentioned that we had a good car, and I looked good a couple of times. And
That means a lot, doesn't it? When
Yeah.
someone says that.
Yeah.
he offered to help us that night that power steering line broke. but his rig wasn't there and he didn't have the
Oh,
parts.
okay.
That's someone
Yeah.
that I've looked up to since I was, like that.
Who's that?
College.
Kyle Lear.
Oh yeah, I've looked up.
Do you hear that? Yeah, I hear. Out of Severna Park, baby. He's got the
So
bling,
bad.
brings the sting.
So
It's
bad.
showtime. Did you? He was on the show.
The night he got in an accident passing a lap car one night, I was going bad that night.
Yeah.
We were getting lapped, and it was ugly for us. But
Yeah.
I met him at the sheet stacker on Hewitt's. I walked in, talking to him about some things. I said, "Well, at night I think I burnt my tires up too soon. I think I watched you too much as a kid."
Oh yeah. Oh, he lays on her.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he uses her up every
But that night when he was leading, he was babying her down on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Cause that track was slick as all get out.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
was doing the opposite. I was up top. I burnt my tires at five laps, and
Yeah.
I was in the back.
Okay. So I can't wait to follow this guy too. I'll come up with a nickname for. I just Lars. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna. I'm
He's
gonna watch
he's
it.
got a nickname.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna call him Ricky Bobby.
Ricky
Now
Bobby.
we're gonna call it the Rooster.
Yeah, right. Here you come to snub the rooster. You don't know that, Allison James.
No, you don't know that.
No. Fred, what do you got? Jenny got any comments in there? Can I film it out? Come on out. Come on.
Randy Wire's tuned in.
Randy Wire, Wire Not Racing.
And somebody we haven't seen or heard of for a long time, Jeff Vance.
Jeff Vance.
Jeff Vance.
Well, hell, I wouldn't bet a month of Sundays. Yeah, he's a non Jeff Vance in the fire department.
Yeah.
Wow, he was our friend when he was in the fire department. He moved out west.
He moved out west. Yeah, we have Donna Lynn. And
Donna Lynn?
Terry Cronice.
Okay, Crow Nice, okay. Donna Lynn, okay. She's Cody's wife, or well, might as well say that. You know what I'm saying? They're good people. They were just on the show as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, we got a good viewing here going on,
We're getting
guys.
going.
What do you think of that, huh? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I know. Now you go back to this guy right here. Like he's like the Godfather, isn't he? Like he's
Yeah.
One shout I do want
Yeah,
shout out
yeah.
I do want to do. I want to thank Colby Fry for pointing us in the right direction. He's never told us anything bad. He's never tried to rip us on price. None of that. Fry Code Fabrication.
Yep.
Superfly Shocks. Anybody that is getting into this sport needs to contact him because he's a racer. He's a racer's friend.
yeah.
He makes $1 where other ones are making $5,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't take advantage of racers trying to get into this. And he'll tell you if you're stupid or not. You know,
Very straightforward.
he's told me I'm stupid,
Yeah, that's Colby.
but I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
take that. If I'm stupid, I'm
Right.
stupid.
Yeah, well,
But
yeah.
that's part of learning.
It is. Did you
Colby
hear-
Fry.
That's did you hear that, right? That was a life lesson. You paid
Yeah.
attention to that.
If you're stupid, you're stupid.
Okay. But I think
But-
you're a pretty great guy.
But you can learn from that, and you know, Superfly and Fry Code Fabrication, they've helped us a lot over the last couple of years.
Tom Myers.
Yeah, let's talk
Tom-
about
the
Apple Worleystown, Pennsylvania.
Yep,
Huh?
Tom Myers and DJ Myers.
Yeah.
They're open arms for us. They give us information.
How
that
about
we
old
use.
Tex? Old Tex was something, wasn't
He was old tech.
he?
Yeah,
Tex
God
was
rest
smart.
him.
He was smart though.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Smart man.
Yep, I tell you, there's a lot of history up you guys' way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously, we have some down at this end. I mean, you know, we're hanging out here with what do you think, huh? Oh, yeah, Big Freddie. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Big Freddie's making it big. He's going to be pulling in tomorrow, and like Chick-fil-A is going to hook him up.
He's down there at Mike Willie's big cock house.
Yeah, he was. Oh, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what, this is what makes this show great, buddy. You know what I'm saying? So, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we can talk for hours. There's so much good stuff.
Oh,
you know what
I mean, we could go
There's
on and
tons
on.
of great stuff, you know. And the purpose, you know, it was a multi-purpose having you guys on. We were glad you came over. But we learned a little bit about this guy, what he does, okay?
Yep.
He's 16, guys, okay? Seriously.
Supporting.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? We have young men that are 14, 15, you know, they're here. And junior members. And you really ought to, we have a whole thing on the junior member. We meet monthly. It'll be the first time coming up in December, okay? And have you heard of this?
Is that through the Arts Club?
No, it's separated.
It's
Yeah,
separated?
I moved from them. Yeah,
Okay.
and it's the middle age. Same thing. We just moved away.
Okay.
And now it's great, man. I'm telling you. Like Seriously.
Get involved, get your name out there.
I'm telling you.
And to be honest, sponsors are hard to find.
Yeah. I mean, we
I
got
mean,
a
we-
damn chicken. You know,
I tell you, our sponsors, I gotta thank them too. Breeding's Live Sales, Dwayne's Auto Repair.
Yeah, that's a big one.
We got Nutter's Ice Cream.
Still there.
Yep, Nutter's Ice Cream, she's been a supporter since 1997. Can't thank them enough. We got Jarhead Barbecue.
Yeah.
Of course, BGR is a big one. We have SES Electrical.
Okay. Oh, is that?
That's where he formerly worked.
Really? Okay. Okay. And then you're into electrical.
Hopefully he'll come back next year.
Yeah.
But
Well, you know.
we'll see. He's a local business in Clear Spring.
Yeah.
But we always need sponsors. I tell you, these late models ain't no joke.
No, I know. It's bottom line. It's expensive. It always was.
You
but
know,
it's real expensive.
when we take $100,000 car and go race for, $1,200,
Yeah.
and when your tires cost that alone,
You got a guy that's
without your fuel, it's a tough thing.
That's what we do. That's what we did for a long time.
If you budget, you're going to learn how to figure it out, don't you? And
we do it for a hobby.
Yeah.
We do it for the
right.
fans.
That's right.
We love to race. That's what we do. We've done it for how many years now? Since back?
Since 59.
Yeah, since 1959.
Ain't that something? You're fourth
64
generation.
years.
Yeah,
That's cool.
He's
Yeah.
the
My
first.
mother's
That's
still
like
alive,
awesome,
82,
Yeah.
82
Yep.
years old.
Yep.
And she can tell you more stories about the racing.
I remember your mom coming down to Victory Lane one night when you won.
Never,
Yeah.
never. My mother.
Not him.
No, she never come to race.
No, she didn't go
His
racing.
did.
Yeah, my
Oh,
mom
okay.
did.
But my wife Barb,
Yep, she was always there.
she has always supported me.
Yep. And
The first time we went to the races together, I was racing. We went to the Potomac Nationals and I won.
Yep.
And she said, "Well, you're pretty good at this." And I said, this can be very deceiving to you, maybe.
Right. There's definitely a lot more downs than there is ups, right?
It definitely is. And even Barb, my stepmom,
Yeah.
she bought me a motor for the street stock that I drove for Brian Grove. We was a little short, and she helped us out, and we ended up winning a couple races.
She's always,
She's always been there. She's been a supporter.
she used to say, when
She's
you
still
do
there
bad,
for me in the stands.
she used to
Wow.
say, when you,
I-
she used to tell me, when you do bad, when we go to the car, I'll let you know.
Right.
But I'll tell you this: the women throughout everything. My wife is a huge supporter.
Yeah.
When there's nobody else around on wash day, my wife is right there.
Yeah.
She's a huge supporter of the sport.
Do you participate in washing?
No, he doesn't.
No.
He's lazy when it gets to that.
No.
No, you rooster or whatever.
He'll take care of the tires once in a while.
Yeah, you need to.
He'll
You
take
got
care
to
of the
step it
tires
up
once in
there,
a while.
bud. Yeah, you got to.
Hey,
But
I got to tell him a story about Wayne Gimpy being you brought him up
Yeah.
early.
Oh yeah.
When I was a kid, I was sitting in the grandstands. Wayne Gimpy drove number 27.
Yeah.
Beautiful car.
Sure. Oh, it's immaculate.
He put vinyl tops on his 55 Chevrolet and 57 Chevy. Beautiful car.
Yeah.
He got the rack on the front stretch and planted her into the wall. And I never forgot this, and I never let him forget it. He jumped out of the car and he was mad. Threw his helmet down on the racetrack. It went bloom, 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 rolled down the track, and a car come and run over it and flattened it out. And he said, I seen him years and years ago before he passed away.
Yeah.
I said, Wayne, you still got that flat helmet? He said, how do you ever remember that?
The flat helmet.
And
Ain't that some
I
good
know,
old Wayne?
that was great.
That I'll have to ask Ruth about that one.
Yes.
That's good. I will, because we do run into her. She's out and about, and things like
They was
that.
good friends with my mother and dad.
Okay.
And she used to say, Dick, you always run into Wayne. And he did run into him one night at Williams Grove. Oh, Dad heard over that one.
Oh, I bet. I can show the family Thanksgiving feast got interesting. What about Fred?
Oh, yeah, we had Brian Brooks tuned in. He said they're working on, they just got done putting together Blake's second car for Path Valley Saturday night.
Oh, there you go. That's a good kid.
And I had a nice little chat with Brian today. He said, Blake was just miles of smiles last week.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He won the
And
championship.
they really put on really must have put on a show.
That's what I heard. Baps really.
The video I watched, they came out,
Mm-hmm.
the underneath of the press box, I guess,
Mhm.
out in the middle there, and that little call it like a football game. And I saw Blake there. He was just grinning from ear to ear.
Yeah, that's good for him. He's a good kid. Good
Yeah,
people.
he is.
Brooks Graphics, Blake, I mean, young man getting it done. Did they have a chicken too?
I don't know about chicken.
See, they could have really enhanced that.
But they're gonna be there Saturday
Could've went to
night.
Big Billy's Cockhouse.
Yeah, he's a good sponsor promoter, isn't he? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what, we appreciate you tuning in. That was episode 44. We had Michael Warrenfeltz, Austin Warrenfeltz, okay? He's our recent generation driver, okay?
Yeah, we're all washed up on
Yeah,
this side.
Exactly.
We're done.
There you go. And,
You speak for yourself.
and then we have the Rowdy Rooster David here, and he's a tire guy. He's in electrical and Votech, and I think he's racing next year, so he's got a lot going for him as well, even the long hair. Okay, he looks like Lars Ulrich or Metallica. Trust me, Lars. But
them long.
yeah, exactly, yeah, right. Now, like I said, Path Valley this weekend. Okay, it's the final race, Halloween, right?
You got a car available?
I don't know.
We got a motor.
Yeah, I do.
We got a motor.
Did you hear that? Yeah.
We got a motor if you got a car, because we don't want to beat ours up.
No, yeah, right. Yeah. We'll roll right tonight when we're done, right? Yeah, but no, it's the final race. The kids are Halloween. They love coming out for that. We got a huge pre-race zone coming up. Ooh, it's going to be awesome. And we're going to run the rest of the show with pre-race. We're going to scream and yell, announce at the races. And you know what? Man, then we're going to do the banquet, for them. It's going to be fun. That's the pre-banquet zone, Rooster. Okay, what do you think of that? Cock-a-doodle-doo. So, listen, ladies and gentlemen, next week we're going to have the one and only Hollywood Devin Freeze and his family on, and that will conclude our mini-series, right? Yep, our mini-series of 5 of them we did, okay? But till then, next time, I really appreciate these guys coming on tonight. It was a lot of fun. Mark Sharp was on, Ross Robinson. Great stories here from everybody.
Yep.
Tune in next week. And remember, the Halloween commercial, it will be coming right at you Halloween night. Thank you.